Hello Virgo, welcome to your monthly tarot reading for May 2023. I hope that these messages guide you in the month ahead and they help you. Always remember that these messages, this insight is just to help you make the best decisions for you. So always know that you have your intuition, you have your inner guidance, and allow that to be your driving force when you make decisions. Let's get started. Hello Virgo, welcome my friends. Beautiful, beautiful cards. So we have the overall energy for the month, so how the energy is likely to start and then play out. So we have the company of trees, and we have her knowledge runs deep. We have be kind to yourself and everyone you meet today. We have every day is a chance for change. We have the Hierophant, Temperance, the Ace of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, I pulled the tarot first, and when I saw the lineup and I was shuffling for the rest, I just saw with this Hierophant, there's some higher knowing that is really going to guide you forward. So we'll come back to that, but her knowledge runs deep. The company of trees. Now, I feel for you, Virgo, this is you connecting to nature in some way. Get out in nature. It's going to be important for you to quieten your mind, because I feel like with trees, you know, we see what's above, but with a lot of trees, what is above is also below. And that's the kind of message I'm getting with this card. There's this sense of going deep. The month of May for you, Virgo, is going to be a time to not just look at the surface of things. And I feel connecting to the earth will actually help you with that, because it's connecting to the earth. And it's this sense of being grounded. It's not a time for flights of fantasy. And that's interesting, because one thing that I think, a message that I often bring is we need to dream more. We need to allow ourselves these flights of fantasies, these daydreamings. So I don't think, in all the time I've been doing this, I don't think I've ever got a message of don't get caught up in flights of fantasy. There's a realness to what is going on in your life, Virgo. There's a real tangible sense to it. And that's really interesting, because it comes from the intangible. These trees have a strength. Trees have a strength because of their root system. If they had spindly little roots, they wouldn't be able to grow into these majestic, tall, robust, solid trees. And I think you're seeing that your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. And I feel like you're actually going to be looking at that. And the moon on this card, the full moon on this card, just shows me that there's going to be this level of clarity. I feel like it's almost like you're going to see your own uniqueness in connection to your connection with everything. This is really deep, Virgo. It's like you see yourself and you see the all that is. You see the connection. So you don't lose yourself in the all that is, but you feel your part in it. I feel this card says the company of trees. I feel for a lot of you, the company that you might be keeping in May is not of a tangible nature. I feel it's going to be quite spiritual in whatever way that means to you. I feel going out into nature, Virgo, is going to ground you in the real world in order for you to tap into the unseen world. Her knowledge runs deep. And I feel with this card, the first thing I got as I picked it up was your knowledge, things that you have learnt in the sense of not only at school or at work or by what your parents have told you or by the knowledge that others have given to you, but there's this sense that all that has brought you to this point where the knowledge kind of turns to wisdom. It's like the knowledge is not just what others have said and what maybe in the past you have taken on board as your truth as well, but a sense that all the knowledge that you have accumulated in your life this far, you're now looking at it and going, oh, okay, does that work with my values? How does that sit with me? Do I actually believe that? And it's when we take knowledge and we mix it, or we have curiosity and look at it, but from our deeper knowing, that's when we gain wisdom. Wisdom comes from knowledge that we have made our own. And this is, I'm just getting the sense that this is really important. And I feel that this wisdom is coming because of this connection. I feel this tapping into a really deeper part of yourself, Virgo, a part that I kind of get the feeling that once you tap into it, you're like, yeah, I always knew that was there. But maybe you haven't really listened to it, or it wasn't a big part of your life. Maybe it was something that you realized in quiet moments when you were on your own, but you didn't really make it part of your everyday world. And I feel there's going to be so much wisdom that's going to be gained here, that I feel it does change things in your world. You have to be kind to yourself and everyone you meet today. The people I meet are a reflection of my shining soul. This card has come out 3 or 4 times so far. You're the sixth sign that I've done. I think we're evolving. We're growing. We're tapping into the connection of all that is. We're feeling it more. And I feel that as we raise our vibration and connect more with it, the more we realize, the more we can feel it, the more I really think we'll get to a point where we can see it. It'll almost be like this energy that is so tangible that you really will feel that you can see it. The Spirit's just showing me, you know, when you enter a room and there's 2 people that might be really deeply in love or have a real connection, you almost feel this electricity. You know, sometimes it can just be even passionate, like sexual energy. And you can't see that energy, but you can feel it so much, so you get the sense that you can see it. And I really feel that that's where we're headed. We're going to feel the connection with all that is and with each other. And we'll feel it so strongly that we'll actually feel like we can see it. And it makes us kinder. It makes us realize that we're all on our journey. We have our good days and our bad days. And it allows us to not, it doesn't mean we accept bad behavior. But I think we'll be able to forgive more easily. I think we'll be able to understand. Even just on some level, Virgo, like understand that, okay, this connection is not right. And rather than, you know, when we, thank you, Spirit, when we put, a Spirit stopped me and said, give an example, it'll explain it better than what I probably can in sentences. If we start a relationship and straight away we're like, I need you to be this way in order for me to be happy, I need you to be that way, and look, straight away, if we were honest with ourselves, we would realize that that connection is not right for us, because we both have to bend in ways that don't feel comfortable, don't feel right, don't make us feel nurtured and happy and heard and seen. And yet we forge ahead instead of just saying, you know what? No, this is not right. And then finding the person that does feel right. Being with the person that you don't have to change, that you can be yourself. And when we tap into that, it's surprising how much easier compromise is. Because compromise won't be compromising all your values, your integrity, what you deeply, deeply believe in, what is your truth and wisdom. Because the other person's is, it matches yours. We're all different, absolutely. Not one person will be exactly like us. But the compromises will be small, easy, because we're not compromising ourselves in order to fit better. And that changes the world. When we start coming at places like that, we don't accept jobs that don't fit us. We don't accept relationships that don't fit us. We move and we go and we seek places and people that nurture us, that we feel comfortable with, that we can be ourselves in. And that's the energy I'm getting from this card for you. This is very, very deep, Virgo. Very, very deep inner work. And look at this card. Every day is a chance for change. I walk into the life I love with grace and ease. I walk into the life I love with grace and ease. I really feel, Virgo, that this realization, this connecting to your core values, your truth, seeing yourself as you really are, and therefore the connections that you have around you as they really are, and making changes. And for some of you, I feel like you're going to be moving. There's this sense of no longer accepting what's not right for you. No longer filling spaces and gaps in your life with, oh, well, this will do. No, I'm pretty sure I said that in another reading. No, this won't do. Actually, I think it was just the Leo. I think it was Leo. If you have Leo in your chart, sun, moon or rising, go look at it, go listen to it. But there's this sense of no longer settling for what doesn't fit us and then having to try and alter ourselves to fit with that. No. There's this sense, the company of trees, there's this sense that you're going to realize, Virgo, that we don't have to fit in. We don't have to change ourselves to fit in. There is so much diversity in the world that there's always a place for us. If there wasn't a place for us, we wouldn't be here now in this timeline. And sometimes you walk into that place, you walk into those people, and other times you're the beacon that attracts those places and people to you. I always say in my little blurb of my readings, be authentic, be the real you, because that is your beacon, that's your light that attracts what is truly for you. When we put false pretenses on, when we pretend to be something that we're not, we attract the wrong things. But when we're authentic, we attract the things that are right for us. And there'll still be challenges in life. There will still be difficulties and lessons. But it feels easier because we're being true. We're coming from a place of truth. Now, the 4-week breakdown for the month of May, you've got the Hierophant. And as I touched on earlier, Virgo, I feel this is this tapping into your wisdom, extracting wisdom from the everyday things that you've learned and seeing how do they sit with me. Now you've got the Temperance as well. The major arcana is how what Spirit does to co-create, the part that Spirit plays in co-creating things with us. And the minor arcana is how the part that we play in that co-creation with Spirit. And I feel that you are being guided to this knowledge. I feel that Spirit, the universe, God, your angels, however you call it, whatever you feel connected to, I feel like it's going to be drawing you to spaces and times where you can really tap into something deeper, something higher. I'm just getting, some of you might start going to meditation classes. You might start a new yoga practice or dance classes. You might just meet. There's this chance meeting. But I feel like there's something in your life that just is something new, and it might seem something completely not related to spirituality or anything like that, but it comes in and just causes a little shift in you. You might start a new morning ritual or evening ritual. You might start to take a bath once a week, and when you sit in that bath, there's no phone, there's no music, there's just quiet. And that enables you to tap into something. But I feel like the universe is going to bring you that opportunity. It's going to open the door for you to dig deeper, to see yourself differently, and to tap into this connection, to really connect to the intangible, all the while being very grounded in this reality. And it's really beautiful, Virgo. It's really, because it's not forced. I don't feel like any of this is forced, especially with this Hierophant and this major arcana energy. And then you've got the Temperance in week 2. None of this is forced. It comes gradually and naturally. Its impact is big, but its unfolding is really beautiful, really gentle. The Temperance for me is always, this is the guardian angel, guiding you to your soul's path, guiding you to your higher self, your higher knowing, wisdom, your purpose, what your soul came here to do in this lifetime. And I feel for you with the Temperance and this sense of balancing, you know, a little bit of water in this cup, little water in that cup. I get the feeling like you'll be trying things, you'll be testing things. And this is that energy of her knowledge runs deep. It's this energy because, I mean, not all of us maybe believe this, but you know, with the past lives that you've had, there's knowledge that's been accumulated in you that sits in your soul. And there's just this knowing over time that you have, that we have, that is wisdom within us. And I feel that you're going to be seeing, how does what I know in this lifetime, how does what I've been taught and told, how do I see myself, how do I see others, how do I see the world? It's all these big questions, Virgo, and you're going to look at, how does that sit with me? And I really believe that some of those truths are going to be altered, they're going to change, because you're bringing in this inner guidance, this inner knowing. You're going to be mixing that with your knowledge that you've gained. And therefore it makes it so much more profound. And from that, in week 3, you've got the Ace of Wands. Now, the aces are a gift from the universe. So look at this, you've got 2 major arcana. Universe stepping in and guiding. This is synchronicities. This is being in the right place at the right time. This is having the right mindset to have breakthroughs. And then you've got a gift from the universe. And what gift is that? The Wands. The Wands is your purpose, your calling. It's your passions. It's what drives you. It's not about earthly things. It's not about money and having to succeed and having to look good on paper and wanting people to think you're amazing. No, this is what fires us up and what we cannot ignore. And this gift, I really feel, Virgo, a lot of you are finding your purpose. A lot of you are finding your calling. A lot of you are finding your natural gifts and talents. Some of you might be at the point where you're actually turning your hobbies, the thing that you love doing, into a job, into something that you can do, not just when you've got the time, but you know, as an almost daily thing. And look at this path guiding you to your purpose. And then bam, Ace of Wands. And I really feel the universe is really going to be, like, you are going to be in such a receptive state, in such a state of open-mindedness and of changing your perspective. And that openness, that ability to view things from multiple perspectives. And then suddenly it's like, bam, here you go, Virgo. This is what you've been looking for. This is what's been inside of you all the time, just begging to come out. And I just find you're going to just be like, how did I not see that? How did I not know what I wanted to do? Because it's going to be like this lighthouse in the darkness. It's just like you cannot not see it. And I love that this brings us to the Six of Pentacles. This is abundance. This is you having enough in order to give back. This is not giving from a place of lack. This is giving from a place of plenty. This is being of service. This is getting yourself to a place where you have the knowledge, the money, the time, the inkling, the wisdom, the ability, in whichever way that comes, Virgo, to give back. And I feel this six of Pentacles, I feel it's like a loop, and it loops and then loops into the next one, loops into, so it's almost like a spiral. And I just find that this just grows exponentially. And I find that it grows because your pentacles are tangible, so of this world. So that's how we make our money, you know, that's how we thrive and survive, if you like, in our real world. It's what helps us pay the bills. It's what brings us the right connections. So it's very, very tangible. And I really see this like spiraling. It's like the more you allow yourself to receive, the more this wisdom comes through, the more you see how you can bring your gift to the world. And that brings more people to you, and it grows exponentially. You gain more wisdom, and then you can give more, and then you can, and so this can be some of you, you know, you're giving money, you're receiving money, and then you can set up charities, or you can donate, or things like that. For others of you, it's literally the knowledge that you're gaining. You'll be able to share that. For others, it's this natural ability that you'll be able to teach, or you'll be able to show others. It can just even be, you know, you've tapped into your wisdom, and your intellect is the driving force, and you can go in and change companies, or change the company that you're in, or create your own company. But there's this sense of gaining more yourself to then be able to give out more. And then the more you learn and gain, the more you give. So there's this beautiful, our wands, our passions and our dreams and our hopes and our wishes and our soul's calling and our purpose is always in service to the world. Always. And that's really, really beautiful, Virgo. Really beautiful. I'm going to leave you with those messages, my friends. Love and light, sending you so many blessings. Have a wonderful month. See you next time. Bye-bye.